So, this one is about intelligent mechatronics. This machine can identify any fruit, ripe or ripe, what is the quality. Yeah, this one is about unmanned area vehicle. Yeah, that is a vehicle that you can send to anywhere at any time. So, it can go under any terrain. It can go under any terrain. So, that's about intelligent mechatronics. And then, as I've said, the future of education. Another one there is what we call biomechatronics. Without hands and legs, people can still be useful. So how do we make artificial legs, artificial hands, and then those people must still be having the feeling of having hands and legs? That is what we call biomechatronics. It is nothing strange. Even you will see them, you saw them at the last Olympic and the last Paralympics. And then this one is what we call telemechatronics. Telemechatronics. Yeah, this is looking like housefly, am I right? But it is looking like a mosquito, but it is robotic mosquito. It is robotic in nature, but it can do everything a typical mosquito can do. But apart from that, you can send it to acquire data, acquire information, and the rest. Don't forget Prophet Sulaiman. Send a boy, go and find out what is happening there and the rest. You can also send this. You can send this. I will still talk more as we go on. And education. Yeah. This is about educating them on how to do it. And then this is what I was showing you the other time about bioloid and humanoid. Yeah, that is, if you want to, if after getting old, how many of us are preparing for that age? Don't forget, it is you and your wife that started your life. So also you are going to end it like that. But who is going to stay in the house with you? One is in Japan. Your first daughter is in America. Your second son is in Hawaii. And you and your husband, you are here at home. Alone. So, who is going to accompany you to say, okay, go and let me get that thing and the rest? How's it? Ma? Yeah. So I showed it the other time. You can send it to market, work in the garden with it. Yes, I used to show you it. Yes, I send this on. So it is not only about Nigeria. That's what is going to happen around the world, everywhere, and it is happening gradually. When was the last time you visited your uncle? Is it not by call? Uncle, I'm very busy. Aibinu, I will come again. Am I right? So either you like it or not, that's what we are doing. And then these are going to complement us. You might not need that house from Ghana again or Togo. So, all this one will actually help you to do all those things. But exactly what have we done? Okay, is it only in theory or the rest? Yeah, is it only in theory that they are just doing it? It is not really possible. No. We have done. Yeah, this one is about intelligent book shelving. What you are used to during your own time is that if you like that book, you will take it from this shelf and then go and keep it in another shelf. Only you know the place. That is a thing of the past. If you do that with what we have done called intelligent book shelving, a robot at the end of every day will scan the book, pick the one that is not in the right place, take it back to that right shelf. Yeah, that is what we call intelligent book shelving. So this is how it looks like. Now, okay, this one is so much important. It was actually developed for our mosque. What we are used to is that when it is time for donation, it's either someone stand up and be collecting, or we start passing broom around. Am I right? We have forgotten that we can contact certain diseases like H1N1, flu, and the rest by just holding that same bowl. Am I right? Am I right? We can. So now, what we have developed here is that you don't have to pass anything. When it is time for donation, either in the mosque or gathering like this, the rubber just move, and then if you want to donate, you just do like this. If you wait, you will donate, and then it will move on. Yeah. Yeah. Someone is asking, yeah. Yes, I can still address that. Yes, I can still address that. So, yeah. So, this is about donation, and then it is called intelligent donation box. So, it also handles change and the rest. How much do you want? Yeah. So, if your ATM can dispense cash, it will dispense any amount you want. So, this is how to, this one is about municipal sewage treatment and water treatment. You don't have to employ a mechanic to be washing your fuel tank, your water tank, and this. Everything automated. And then from the comfort of your phone, you control everything. So that's that. And then, this one is also linked to the previous one. When you open the door, boom. If I say, and I touch the handle, and you maybe after some time handle the same thing, what happened? Yeah. Now, there are some, this one is about what we call contactless biometric. You don't have to touch the door or touch your ATM in order to use your fingerprint. No. It's either you use your palm lines or you just use your teeth. Smile. You see, your teeth is another bow. Yes, it's another bow. Your teeth, your eye, and this. Even when you look at the center of your teeth, is the center of your nose, is the center of your. So, all those things are unique biometric. Yoruba say àtẹ̀wọ́ labala how many toko, and then yours is different from mine. So just doing like this and you have the scanner, it's actually a scan it and then you can open the door. So this one is about contactless biometrics. So you don't have to touch the door in order to handle, or you don't have to use your fingerprint to take attendance. It's either you use your smile, or your teeth, or your palm line. This one is about intelligent traffic system. So what this one does is that you don't have to wait. Like now, what we have around are just non-intelligent. They are as daft as anything. Even if a car is not coming from this side, it will still stop me and I have to wait. If I dare move away from there and last man, then what happens? Exactly. But now I don't have to wait. It was sense. Is there any car or traffic from that side? Take a decision. If an ambulance is coming, I don't have to, it must know ambulance is coming. Okay, you stop for this ambulance to go. Not only that, the same time during the day, the same waiting time during the day is the same waiting time at night. Why? So, this one is also about ATM. I have said this, but what this one does is that it actually dispenses gold and silver coin. Gold and silver coin. You see, don't ever think that the only way the Muslim can free itself from any oppression, defeat anything, is when we start using Sharia compliant currency. Our Naira, our US dollar, they are just fiat paper currency. They are not Sharia compliant. Go and look at the Quran. The hadith is very clear on what should be used as medium of money relation. Gold, silver, rice, barley, wheat, and rest. Allah did not make mention of US dollar. And there is no way you can defeat in this present formation. We are always at the mercy of US dollar. All what they have to do is to print more money. So what this machine does is that if you want to change your currency to gold or silver coin, then it will handle that. Yeah, this one is about, I told you the other time that you may have to control things in your house without touching them. You can call the light by its name and then ask it to come on or off. Yeah, so voice and words recognition. If you call this light now, light 1, anytime you say light 1, it will know you are calling, you are talking, and then you can tell it what you want it to do. Light 1, go off. Off. Yeah, off, light 1. And then off, on, light 1. Or fan number 4. On. By that time, you don't have to bother about remote control, about standing from where you are. You can just relax and do things. That is under words and voice recognition. That is one. But in order to actually talk to the thing, it must understand your language. So we are working with one that it understands Yoruba language. Talk. Yes, ilẹ̀kùn ṣí. Yeah. You see, this, this issue of all four, Iwo and the rest, this is Iwo. Yes. Iwo. The same thing Iwo is doing, it's the same thing this thing is doing. Yes, our Baba just use their own technology. And then for it to actually work, you have to die. That is when they say, you are dying. Yes, and then, if you are the type that actually believe Kosonka, that is, there is no can that read La ilaha illallah 99, oh, it's rubbish, pitia. That means you don't understand science to some level. You see, the fundamental thing in resonance at physics level is that XL must be equal to XC, and F naught must be equal to 1 over square root of LC multiplied by 2 pi. So, if that N, if that inductor is not equal to the number of turns it must be, it will never resonate. So if you are asked to count la 99, don't count 98, it will not work. And then don't count 100, it will not work. It must be that exact number. If you don't understand that, just go and get your radio. You will always see it's only when you get to that frequency that you have radio FM. That is when you hear the sound. So, if it is not there, it can never resonate. So, if you are asked to actually chant la 99, don't chant 98 or increase it by 1. Once you increase it, you are moving out of that resonance frequency. So, and bandwidth is there. This one is about using knowledge to actually predict natural disaster. What we have in Nigeria is human disaster, corruption. But if it is natural disaster, Allah has so much endowed all this animal, catfish can actually detect earthquake nothing less than 24 hours ahead or 2 weeks ahead. Cats, chicken, lots of things. But what we know in Nigeria is point and what? Kill. Point and kill, am I right? As we are killing all those fish and this, we are losing some sensors. They can sense a lot of things and they can be used for a lot of things. If you are doubting this, it means you don't understand Usrah to normally. Where one ant is talking to another hand that move away from the road. Else, Suleiman and his army clamp on you. So, it means that all these animals do communicate. And all what you have to do is to understand their communication and understand their frequency and language. So, one way to do that is to have, what we have done here is we are monitoring and then predicting earthquake using catfish, how they swim and the rest. 5 minutes. So, this is about food recognition. I want to talk much about that. Okay, so everything is not about theory, it's also about practical. Under knowledge economy, it is not about giving the talk or just talking. It's different. I can just come, bamboozle you with all this, and go away. You will always want to ask, have you done it? What are you doing to achieve this? And we keep on asking, our lecturers in the universities, are they business oriented? What are they doing? When are we going to start applying the white heads that we have learned in the university? All those things are what normally cause confusion. We normally fail to realize that the YDX is a continuous thing that we keep on applying. So on my own, I have my own personal company, that I do all this automation, even apart from my academics. But importantly, walking the talk, I focus more on teaching the kids. I have my own personal school, I will still come to that. And then what I focus is the teaching of the kids from the age of 6 to age of 12. What do I teach them? I teach them how to build some of these robots and how to do simple automation. Like if you look at when we were growing up, our mothers normally buy battery and bulb for us. All those things are no longer in existence. Why? We have killed that spirit in our children. So for us to move to the next level, we have to to actually resuscitate all those knowledge. How we teach them is that they must be able to apply all those scientific knowledge in real life application. That is the only way they can have the skill needed for the K economy. It is no longer about studying and then memorizing the law of this law, Isaac Newton law of motion. No. If you throw something up, it must come down. I don't need to memorize any law for that. If I bend this mic and I pour water here, it must flow down. So I don't need to actually memorize all those things. I will not memorize if I understand. But what we have now is just memorizing and getting certified that, I've been certificated. So these are some of my students. They are kids and the rest. So don't forget one thing. Past challenges of, we need to build our school, or you have to change your name in order to attend school. They are totally forgotten. Now, we are struggling with present challenges. One of it is, how do we control our children from having excess information? How do you control your children so that they don't waste their time watching football? Football, in the world now, there are 3 major religions, and one of them is challenging Islam. Seriously. It's no longer Christianity. It is footballism. A kid or a child might not play, but he will never miss that match. He may not wake up for Tajud, but when Arsenal and Man U are playing 2:30 a.m., he will wake up. So that is the other religion that we have to face now. And you cannot defeat that religion by making them to be idle. You can only defeat that religion by giving them the necessary skill and knowledge and necessary education. If it is Christianity, you can just memorize 1 or 2 verses to counter what they are. No. This other religion require knowledge and the skill in order to fight it. But the future challenges, even apart from that, are going to be complex. We need to act. We need to start and act now in order to overcome the present and the future challenge. But what are the things we need to act on? One of it is we have to start planning how to implement K economy. Knowledge-based economy. Knowledge-based economy. Where we talk about skill, knowledge, and ability. We have to understand and adopt what is called bank. Bank. If I say bank, I don't mean Giants Bank or GTB Bank. Giants Bank or GTB Bank. Maybe another day I will be talking about the fallacy of Islamic banking. So, but the bank I want to talk about today is that B means blueprint. We have to come out with a blueprint for our education. And the blueprint should be based on K economy, where we emphasize skill, knowledge, and the rest. And we have to talk about action. Action. Action-based. Walk the talk. You don't have to teach your kid, this is how to greet your dad. When he or she see you the way you greet your dad, your husband, he will do the same thing. It's going to be action-based. And we have to nurture this young generation. We have to nurture them. We don't have to adopt what you and me have been used to. In our school then, if they want to flog or beat anybody, they will say, go and call Malim. In any school, it's always the Malim that knows how to cane very well. Do you know why? They are demonizing in Islam. That is why. But if you offend any other teacher that's a non-Muslim, say that God has forgiven you. Yeah. But when they want to cane, they will say, why will he or she not cane the student by himself or herself? No. He wants you to see the Malim or the IRK teacher as someone that you must never move near or move very close to. So that is one thing they have implanted in us. We have to start reorientating them. And then we fathers, we don't have to adopt the issue of you come in and all your children take the other way out. We have to nurture them. So the hand there is for nurturing. Nurturing the young generation, nurturing whatever we have and them. And the masquerade there is knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge is so much important. We all know there is so much hadith, Quran verses on knowledge. Allah never talk about certification. And he emphasized so much on education and knowledge. So those are the 4 things we have to look into. Lastly, I want to end it all with this. And it reads, it doesn't matter how many resources you have. It doesn't matter how many resources you have. What matters is that if you don't know how to use them, it will never be enough. It will never be enough. We have more than 3 or 4 Islamic universities now. We don't have to establish others. We don't. We can, but I'm just suggesting it's not a must. Let's learn, let's utilize them. Let's organize something that when you make mention of, maybe Usrah, what comes to your mind is maybe University of Technology or what they are doing there. That any graduate from this school will be specialized in this field. Like Prince Bola is known for law, am I right? If he can have his university to be tailored and specialized only in law, so that whenever you make mention of Christian university, what comes to your mind is law. When you talk about the university and Hijra University or so, maybe what should come into your mind immediately is about engineering. But the way we have formatted them now, the resources might never be enough, like this man. You can see it doesn't need all this ladder. Just one. If you have just one university, Yoruba in their heritage says that can you call them? You call one calling. Yeah. So it is not the number of universities that matters to us, but what is the quality that is coming out of it? What is the quality? Those are the things we should be looking at. Lastly, again, I said, it doesn't matter how many resources you have. But what matters is if you don't know how to use them, it will never be enough. Thanks for listening. And then, Assalamu alaikum. Takbir. Takbir.
Assalamu alaikum. I join all of us in commending Dr. Musa Aibinu and welcome back to Nigeria, inshallah, alhamdulillah. Now, I don't mind the mechatronics, the robots, but is this also talking or thinking about how we find jobs for human beings? Won't the robots be competing with finding jobs for a lot of them and then creating more poverty?
Salaam alaikum. My name is Elijah Hafsa Kazan. And my question is actually about the point that you made when you were giving your lecture regarding demonize an imam. There was a film that was just released in the US. The name of the film is actually Muslim. And when I watched the film, initially I liked the idea because it's highlighted Islam a little bit about what is actually happening in the typical Muslim home. But something I did not actually catch it until you made mention the word demonized imam. Because in that film, somebody who was supposed to be teaching the children in the madrasa was actually beating them mercilessly. And that was what led to the actor making that film, because they actually wanted to send him out of Islam. But because of the incident that happened in September 2011, when they were victimizing the Muslims, that made him come back to say, no, why do you have to start attacking Muslims when they are not actually the cause of this problem? And that brought him back to Islam. So if that September 11 incident hadn't happened, we would have lost that brother due to an imam beating them. And that happens in many of our madrasas these days. I don't know how we can eradicate them. They teach with cane. I don't know how many Muslims have been sent out of madrasa due to merciless beating of these imams. So may Allah help us in that life.
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks, Brother Musa, Aibinu. My first question is, we mentioned teaching children how to think, not what to think. We need some detailed explanation about the practical steps. Lastly, my view about the proverb that I think it's a fallacy. Allah look when it comes up. Allah look.
Shukran Jazila. Let me just take advantage of my privileged position to say that some of the things that he demonstrated to us have actually been happening, some of them more than 10 years ago. Now, in London, for those who are British passport holders, when you arrive at immigration, you don't